Welcome. I'm so excited you're here with me today. We're gonna start our Brain Smart Start with a song. So follow along with me, stand up, and you can help me with the animals that we're gonna be singing about. The first one is a mouse. Ready? Okay. Quiet as a mouse, listen to me. Quiet as a mouse, listen to me. Quiet as a mouse, listen to me. Squeak, squeak, squeak. The next one is lion. Ready? Loud as a lion, listen to me. Loud as a lion, listen to me. Loud as a lion, listen to me. Roar, roar, roar. Next is an elephant, and an elephant is really big. Big as an elephant, look at me. Big as an elephant, look at me. Big as an elephant, look at me. Stomp, stomp, stomp. And the last one is a giraffe, and giraffes are really tall, right? Really tall, okay? So tall as a giraffe, look at me. Tall as a giraffe, look at me. Tall as a giraffe, look at me. Look at me. Great job with your Brain Smart Start today. I am so excited to be sharing a story with you about a mouse and a lion. Let's find out what happens. Welcome to Reading Corner. We're going to continue reading some of Aesop's fables. Today's fable is about a lion and a mouse. Do you think that a mouse could ever be helpful to a lion? Well, let's read this story and see if a mouse can be a helpful friend. The Lion and the Mouse. A lion lay asleep in the forest, his great head resting on his paws. A timid, that means shy, a timid little mouse came upon him unexpectedly, and in her fright and haste to get away, ran across the lion's nose. Roused from his nap, the lion laid his huge paw angrily on the tiny creature to kill her. Oh no! Spare me, begged the poor mouse. Please let me go, and someday I will surely repay you. The lion was much amused to think that a mouse could ever help him, but he was generous and finally let the mouse go. And this says, roar. Can you make a big lion sound? Roar. Some days later, while stalking his prey, so he's looking for something, in the forest, the lion was caught in the toils of a hunter's net. Unable to free himself, he filled the forest with his angry roaring. Can you do some roaring? Roar! Roar! The mouse knew that voice and quickly found the lion struggling in the net. Running to one of the great ropes that bound him, she gnawed or chewed it until it parted, and soon the lion was free. You laughed when I said I would repay you, said the mouse. Now you see that even a mouse can help a lion. And this says, a kindness is never wasted. So the lion showed kindness and generosity when he let the mouse go, and that tiny mouse was able to help and repay the lion. What a good lesson. So let's one more time say the story across our fingers using first, next, then, and last. Ready? First, a lion was napping, and next, a mouse ran across his nose and woke him up. Then the lion said, "You could never help me, but I'll let you go. I'm feeling generous." And last, the lion got caught in a net, and the mouse chewed him free, chewed that net off of him so he could run away. Wow, that was a really brave thing for that mouse to do, to help out that lion. So today I have 2 activities that go with this story. And the first one involves taking some of your animal friends or your toys at home and wrapping some string around them. And what you can do is grab some scissors. Let me get my scissors. And you can practice your scissor skills and helping free your animals or your toys from the string, like the net of the lion. And just take those and, oh, yes, we freed this koala. I have a couple of more animals. I have this panda and this kangaroo, so let's take our scissors and practice freeing. Oh, you're free, kangaroo. You're free. Go free, just like the mouse helped the lion. And do one more. All right, yay, get the string off of the kangaroo and the kangaroo's joey. There we go. And we have one more to free. Let's free this panda. Use your scissors. Remember, don't put the scissors towards you. Always point them away from you when you're cutting. That way you can be safe. Okay, I think we freed all the animals. That's a really fun way to practice your cutting skills and also help think about that lesson from the story. Let me show you one more thing you can do. So I just have a big bin here that I've put some toys from around the house, and you can use animals or really anything. You can see I have a truck. Take some string or just regular tape, and you're gonna kind of make kind of a net for these toys so that you can practice getting your hand nice and strong using some tongs to save those toys from this net. Whoops, that tape didn't stick. Let me get that. Move it over. And you can ask your grown-up to help you with this. The more tape you use or the more string you use, obviously it's gonna be a little bit harder to get down in there. Okay, I think I'm ready. So I'm gonna use my hand to see if I'm gonna try to save this frog. Gonna reach in there, pull him up. Woohoo! Little froggy is saved just like the lion. Let me see if I can get this heart. I'm gonna go down here, pull it over, pull it up carefully. All right, let's do this panda, this unicorn panda. Okay, oh no, I dropped it. Okay, that's okay, let's try again. Okay, oh, I just got him. All right, that truck is really big. Do you think I can get it through this part? Oh no, I think I'm gonna have to go through another part. Let's try this one. Oh, I'm still stuck. It's not gonna work. I better go through here. Let's see. Oh, I'm using my fingers. I'm pushing so hard, using all the strength I have to pull them. Oh, I almost got it. Okay, and the last one. All right, I can do it. This one's, it's kind of tight in there. Can I get it? It's kind of slippery. Oh no. All right, I think I'm gonna reach in with my hand. That's another way to do it. Great job.
Kindergarten is great at Kansas City Public Schools.
I know they have really good teachers. I know this is a great school.
They teach them stuff that I thought my kids would never be able to know at the age of 5.
Since deciding to send our kiddos to a neighborhood school, we've become even more of a part of our community.
Now is the time to enroll your future kindergartner for the new school year. Visit enrollkc.org today.
Good morning, friends, and welcome back. I'm Mrs. Gordon, and I am so glad you are here with me today to learn new things. We've talked about things that can sink or float. Do you know there's a really cool way that art can sink or float? You're like, what? How can art sink or float? So I know how you like to draw pictures. I have a ceramic plate today, or if you have some kind of white plastic plate, and some dry erase markers and a pitcher of water. Grab those materials and let's get started. All right, on my ceramic plate, I'm first gonna draw some hearts. I'm gonna use a different color to color it in. Do you like to draw? You can draw any shape you like. Have fun, be creative with it. I'm gonna draw one more. Now, let's see if I get some floating art. I'm gonna take my pitcher of water and pour a little to coat it. Did you see that? You see those two hearts lifted? It's floating. Do you see the ink that raised there? Did you try it? See, I'm moving the plate around. I have some floating hearts. This one looked like it just stayed and sank. You see how floating it is? Now that one is starting to float. Did you move your plate to see if it's floating around? And as it changes, maybe your heart or circle will look differently. It's floating. Do you want to do another one together? First, let's clean our mess. I'm going to pour my water into this bucket. Bye, floating hearts. I got some left over. You might have some too. So let's dry it off. What can we create this time? Let's see if I draw a stick figure. What's a stick figure? It's a person. It's not a full person, it's a quick drawing of a person. So, let's see if we can draw a stick figure trying to catch the ball. You think the ball will float to that person? I'm gonna draw a circle, then one line. I'm gonna give 2 lines for some hands and 2 lines for some feet. Let's see if I can see it catching a ball. Let's see if it will float. Pour a little bit of tiny water. Oh, my person started to float. Do you see it lifting? I'm moving the plate. Oh, it looks like it's jumping to catch the ball. My ball has stayed, it's sunk, it sank. But the person is floating. Does it look like it can jump? Let's see if it can catch the ball. It's moving away. But my person floated and the ball sank. Let's see what other picture we can create. Carefully dump my water into the bucket. And let's wipe our surface. Make sure it's good and dry. What shape would you like to draw this time? Have you ever drawn a floating house? What if your house could float away? First, I'm going to draw a triangle for my roof. color it in just a little bit. And then let's draw a square for the base of the house. What else does a house need? A door. So I'm drawing a rectangle for the door with the little circle for the doorknob. Let's give it 2 windows. Let's draw 2 small squares. Okay, let's see if our house will sink or float. Pour a little water. It lifted just a little bit. There goes the roof. The roof is floating. The door is floating. Oh my goodness, and the window. The window floated. I have a floating house, everyone. Can you see your house floating? Oh no, I think it's starting to disappear. Let's clean this one up and see if we can draw another one. Pour it slowly into my bin. And let's wipe our surface clean. You know what else usually floats? Balloons. So let's draw some balloons and see if they float away. Or will our balloons sink? I like colorful balloons. You draw a circle. Let's fill it in a little bit. Let's draw another circle closer together. Let's draw one right here. It's a little bigger. And then let's draw one on this side. Can't be balloons without strings. Draw a string there, 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 and there. Little squigglies. Okay, let's test it out. Will our balloons float or sink? Pour a little water. Some of them are starting to flow away. Did you move your plate? It looks like I have 1, maybe 2 that floated away. And the other ones, they just sank. Did you see that? What pictures did you draw to see if they sink or float? Go see if you can draw more pictures. You did such amazing work today. I hope your hearts or triangles or circles, whatever shape you chose to draw, or even a stick figure or a full picture, whatever you chose to draw today, I hope it was able to float. If not, you see that it was sinking. So until next time, I wish you well.
Welcome to Wendell Phillips Elementary School. I am the proud principal here at Wendell Phillips. My name is Takesha Brown, where we are the Tigers. Here, our learners are respectful, responsible, and safe. Come along with us and let's go take a look in some classrooms. Within those classrooms, you'll see some hands-on instruction. Students are engaged in hands-on activities. You'll see small groups, students working with manipulatives in math, real-world activities, real-world problems dealing with math. You'll see our students reading independently. We have students engaged in project-based learning. You'll see a lot of great things within our classrooms. Come along.
At Wendell Phillips Elementary School, we serve students pre-K through 6th grade. Our mission is to ensure each student reaches his or her fullest potential as a learner, a leader, and most importantly, as a community member. Our goal is simple: teach the whole child by providing them with the tools and skills that will aid them in working toward their own success. Through a partnership with Operation Breakthrough, we offer free pre-K seats to families within the Wendell Phillips school boundaries. This partnership allows us to provide a quality, early learning education that will help prepare young students for success in kindergarten. As soon as students start kindergarten, we focus on literacy. We believe to be successful in any space, students must have strong reading and writing skills. We partner with organizations such as Lead to Read and Patrick Mahomes and Mahomes Foundation. Teachers in each grade level partner together to help students within their grade grow to the next level. Through small groups, students who are on similar levels work jointly to master a learning target and move on to the next. From those who are a little behind to those students who are ahead, these small groups promote confidence and mastery for all of our students. Our school is unlike many in the city. We offer a full range of autism-specific classrooms. From kindergarten through 6th grade, we have a full staff of trained specialists who help our students thrive in a structured setting. Our teachers understand the importance of providing social skill instruction and setting realistic goals and timetables for student success. Along with classes like music, art, and PE, we offer iSpark or STEAM to each of our grade levels. Students have access to interactive tools to open a world of science, technology, and math using hands-on curriculum. As students grow into older grades, we offer a variety of activities and clubs to encourage their interests. We host a yearly spelling bee for students in 3rd grade through 6th grade. Our National Elementary Honor Society program recognizes students for their outstanding academic achievement. We also offer chess club, art, gardening, sewing, technology, and band. We also focus on positive behavior. In partnership with Church of the Resurrection, students who do well in the classroom earn Tiger Bucks to shop at the Tiger store. Once a month, students can take their earned Tiger Bucks and visit the school store to purchase a variety of goodies. The items in the store, as well as the volunteers, are provided by the church. At Wendell Phillips, we believe each student is special. Our administrative team and staff work tirelessly to support our families. We strongly believe that it takes a village to raise a child. Therefore, we are committed to collaborating with all to meet the needs of our students and their families.
Thank you for visiting Wendell Phillips today. I'm hopeful that you will come back and visit us again. If you are interested in scheduling a tour, please call 816-418-3906 and speak with Mrs. Nolan, the secretary. She would gladly schedule an appointment for you. Again, thank you so much for visiting Wendell Phillips, home of the Tigers! Yes!
Hello, Kansas City. Welcome to another fine day out there. I am Chris Odom, the excited one of the hosts now of this show that we've been calling Life After. Shout out to the other host, Catherine Zeke, who's been doing a great job and came on board and has been interviewing students who came from Southeast High School. Myself, most of my experience was at Paseo for 15, 16 years of teaching. And during that time, early on, I had a chance to meet a person I believe is now even a fellow educator, September Richard. So welcome, September, to Life After. Great to have you.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let's explore this first question about the year that you walked Paseo Academy stage, and really, what do you remember about that year? What do you still value, or what did you take away from that experience?
This is my senior year.
Yeah.
So part of what I remember most is just preparing myself for life after high school. I could say it was like really smooth sailing because I didn't have to like worry about taking as many courses. But I think the different programs that I was in, such as Upper Bound and JRTC and Young Life, kind of just helped guide that. And I knew exactly what I kind of knew what I wanted to do. So
wow,
okay. That was probably the best experience that I had.
That's fun. And then as I interview people, that's either how it's going to feel. You're either going to have a pretty good idea or not really an idea, but don't worry, students, it comes to you as you get out there in the world. So your assumption about what you wanted to do, tell me, what did those programs help you decide that you wanted to do?
Yeah, so with Upper Bound, it was geared towards college, you going to college after high school. And so with that program, one of the things that we had to do while we were in there was like apply for like 50 scholarships. And then we had to apply for like at least 10 to 15 different colleges, whether they were in state or out of state, but it truly helped me on making a decision on what I wanted to do. And we had an opportunity to go visit other colleges too. With JRTC, it was more with leadership and just understanding that, you're going to be making certain decisions in life. And whether those decisions are good or bad, you have consequences to them. But either way, you take responsibility for them and you try to do your best as you continue to lead on. And then with Young Life, it was just more about my faith and me just growing more in that area.
Very cool. All right. So 3 major important programs that you could mention that you made use of at that time that were available. So following up on that thinking, and you've kind of already alluded to it, right after this high school experience concludes, do you remember what that felt like? And then kind of what you started to do? Like, what was your next move?
Yes. Yeah, actually, I remember. One thing that I am like glad that I had an idea of what I wanted to do after high school, which is to go to college. And so I attended Penn Valley Community College. I had decided to go there full ride, like didn't have to worry about it. And I went to UMKC and finished out getting my bachelor's. I also worked. Working was not an option. Mm-hmm. But my mom in our household was either, we were going to work or we were going to go to school. But in my case, I had to do both. Yeah. And then I eventually had gotten like my own place. And then, just kind of like my social life was just kind of like hanging out with family and friends, and then maybe even hanging out with friends who are at the other colleges like MU, UCM, now it's called UCM, I don't know what's called now, UCM, and just kind of just hanging out. So that was life like a little bit after high school.
Very cool. Tell me a little bit about your experience at Penn Valley. I know I've talked to a lot of students who found that was kind of the beginning and a way to kind of keep going, not take a break, but sounds like so what did you do there? Did you experiment with some things? Did it give you a chance to find what you're going to do at UMKC?
Yes, it actually did. I did experiment a few things because when you first go to college, you don't know exactly what you want to do or what you major in or what you want to major in. Some people do know, but for me, I really did not know. So I was able to just take my general courses. I was involved in like the different activities that was on campus, such as like maybe the basketball team, maybe, watching the cheer squad, maybe the, not necessarily debate, but it was what was called Impact. It was called Impact. It then goes it goes towards my faith again. So it just allowed me just to be involved in just different things that was there at Penn Valley, whatever they had to offer. The classes that I liked the most were my speech classes. And so it kind of led me to the degree that I had decided, or the major I decided to go to at UMKC.
Ooh, I love speech classes, and I loved teaching speech, and I loved including it as part of the goals that we had in my class whenever you took me. I'm a preacher's son, so man, it was a blast to know and recognize the other speakers in the room. Did you get any awareness of how you liked that when you were at Paseo?
Yeah, that's where I got the most.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. At Paseo, no, I didn't just go in and be like, oh, that's what it is. No, definitely at Paseo. Just like one thing that we have an opportunity to do is maybe like having a chance to do different things. Like theater was one of the things that I had an opportunity to do, maybe be in a couple of plays. Even the coffee house was pretty cool. You had a chance to speak or share a poem or just be a part of that show. And then also just being a part of, like dance, you got to get on stage and perform. So, and all of them had to do with performance and talking and speaking. Yeah. So, yeah.
So you got familiar with that territory more than some people, because not every high school's that kind of experience for 4 years in a row. Okay, so then take us to UMKC. I also went there. I've graduated there 3 times now. They have all my money. Shout out to the fantastic programs over there. I appreciate all that I've learned at UMKC. It's a great place right here in the middle of our town. So what did you start to take there, and then ultimately, I assume you have a degree from there. I think you said you did. And what is your degree, and I guess what led you down that path?
So my degree is in interpersonal communication. Once again, the class that I really liked just at Penn Valley, I took as many speech classes as I could. I took as many theater classes. I took as much as I could while I was there. But one day I just happened to go on a campus, and then no such thing as like as much online. They had like this catalog booklet, and I was going through to try to figure out what I wanted to major in. And communication was it, but they had like 3 different programs. And for me, interpersonal communication was probably the best one for myself.
All right, so explain that to us. Pretend for a minute none of us knows what interpersonal communication is. What does that actually mean?
So basically, you just know how to communicate well with others. So communication is not just you talking. It's verbal communication. It's your body language. It's it's a number of things that play a part. You're not worrying about what you're just talking about, but how you're being received to others. How others are receiving what you're saying, your message. Sometimes your message don't even come across as nice or politely as others. Some take it offensively, so you just have to be mindful of those things. So you pay attention to the body language, you pay attention to what's going on around you. Your listening skills even pick up I think in that major as well, because you begin to just you're not just hearing what someone is saying, but you're actually listening you're not just listening to what someone said, but you're actually hearing what they're saying, because sometimes they are saying something, it's coming out their mouth, but they are communicating something totally different, if that makes sense. So that's what I had gathered from that major in interpersonal communication. So it's really with other people.
Gotcha.
It's more social, more people, if that makes sense.
So you're knowing that because you checked out the catalog and you looked ahead. What kind of jobs does that lead toward when people have that degree?
Yeah, so what I have found that it can lead to whatever job you choose, because if you know how to communicate effectively, there's not an organization, there's not a corporation, there's not a place where they wouldn't necessarily, they will accept you because you like, hey, you know how to communicate effectively with others, and it doesn't matter where you're at. You like a chameleon, you kind of just know how to blend with organizations. However, though, it led me to teaching, which I absolutely love. I love the kiddos. So just with me having I'm able to communicate with, in particular, teenagers, or just even little young children. It doesn't matter. But I know how to communicate with young people probably more often than most. Probably more than most do. I actually been called teenage whisperer, but it's just something I'm pretty good at.
I like it. So you can get across to people that whisperer would not necessarily translate, or some people would shut out the other voices and they can hear you. So man, that's That's special. That's so important, that enlightened state. Plus, it's also something I remember hearing from other teachers of how big just a reward it feels to know someone you taught that went into the profession themselves and carried on this great pursuit to help our world. It's so important. I know I taught for 16 years. How long have you been teaching? Not comparing or anything, you know.
Yeah, no. So let's see, I think was like 09. So
Wow.
what is it, 2020 now?
Wow.
No, it's probably like 2010. So probably
Okay.
probably 9, probably 8.
Wow.
Probably 8
And
years.
what age group do you work with mostly?
I mainly work with 9 through 12 graders.
And local in Kansas City. You don't have to say where, but I don't think it's for us, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's for y'all. It's local. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Wait, so you work for Kansas City Public Schools?
Absolutely. I was there at Purcell not too long ago.
What?
So I was like a regular teacher in Hickman School District for maybe 7 years, and then I became a sub, and so now I'm like all over the Kansas City area.
I got you. So occasionally you see the ins and outs of our schools. Well, wonderful.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so saying that, what's your next move? What are your goals going forward? Are you going to stay on this path? Are you going to stay subbing? Are you going to keep working toward having your own classroom? What do you want to do?
Yeah, so I like how you said that. So it's just me thinking outside of the box. When you say your own classroom, yes, I'm gonna have like my own classroom. I'm gonna always educate. My goal, my vision, my passion is to make sure that I educate young people. This is just a great opportunity. But if I can educate young people about, you might want to have a plan before you enter out of high school. I mean, if you don't have a plan, then what is it that what's your passion? What is your desire? So you know what you're looking for. I mean, you can even go and work your way up in the workforce if you choose to. You can, go to college and continue to get your degrees until you figure, it's just a number of things. So my life, passion, and desire is just to educate young people as much as I can before leaving high school. So
you're right. You're so right. And
yeah.
a generational change kind of recently is that the record numbers of students, the reports came out, I think today, KC Star or something, that record number of students are waiting a little while before they go in, so that, again, they don't go in without a pragmatic plan, because it is very expensive. I would admit that I spent a year or so finding myself before I found my purpose, and that, boy, that's expensive and really kind of scary to be making all these decisions with so much pressure. And then you have the rest of your life to keep making decisions. It just feels like you have to make them all at once, right? So
yeah.
I can certainly remember that. Okay, well, fantastic. I'm so excited you're on this path and you're educating people and you're so passionate about it. I might have some people to introduce you to if you're interested after this interview, who I know are looking for educators right now, because we constantly need more and more people. So let's do this final question. Is there something you heard back in the day, in Paseo or before then or whatever, or something that you carry with you today that you think proves to be valuable advice to young people as they go out about their choices that they now have to meander? Is there something perhaps you have, some gem of wisdom you think we could take from you? Because you definitely seem confident in your plan. You seem very pleased with what you're doing. So that would matter so much to a young person. How do you do that? What do you think we got to do to get going where you're at?
So I would say be yourself. That's it. It doesn't require much. It doesn't require much to be you. Try not to be like no one else. You know why? Because everybody else is taken. So you just be you and follow the path and the passion that you have for you. You'll be all right. Forget the naysayers, forget, the haters, forget family members who's like, no, whatever, the negativity, forget it all. You be you and you only.
Yeah. All right. I hear that all the way. I'm going to keep that going myself on this great day. And thank you, September, for being here with us today. And thank you, Kansas City, for taking some time to listen in. If you like these shows and these episodes, please reach out to Chris Odom, COdom at kcpublicschools.org. And I would certainly be excited to have you on as a guest, and you could tell your narrative about how you found your path. Remember, this show is an opportunity, students, to think about where you're going. It's also a chance to see that there's a lot of success that comes from the people who sit around us every day. And unfortunately, we may not hear all those stories quite enough in the world we live in. Too often we hear stories about how things did not work out. But I know full well, working in this district for so long, there are adequate stories to tell, a bounty of stories to tell about the successes that come from our schools. So September, thank you for being on here.
You're welcome.
It's been really meaningful. Let's catch up some more about education. I think that'd be fun to talk about. And thanks a lot for listening today, Kansas City. We're signing off on Life After.
Welcome to Lincoln College Prep Academy Middle School, where we cultivate leaders socially and academically so that they can effectively interact with the global world. We are excited to have you here. Thank you for joining us and enjoy this amazing student experience.
At Lincoln Middle, we serve students in 6th through 8th grade. We are home to challenging programs that yield great results. Our standardized test scores have established Lincoln Middle as a premier middle school on a local, regional, and state level. Our unique learning community values and demonstrates respect for individuals and the educational experience at every level. The team of teachers at Lincoln are dedicated to your child's success. We provide ongoing professional development so our teachers have the support needed to be innovative in the classroom. Core classes are located together by grade to create a synergistic team. Many of our classrooms open into hallways to provide independent and small group study areas, as well as large group presentations. Elective courses are located together to continue to build teamwork between teachers. Plus, our administrative team is located throughout the building in core areas to provide students easy access to advisory and support needs. We offer a range of regular and advanced classes for our students. Our goal is to inspire our students to step outside their comfort zone, to be challenged to learn more than traditional standards. By taking at least one advanced class, students are better prepared for success in high school. World languages are important at Lincoln Middle. Studies have shown that students who learn a second language are more successful in school. We offer French, Spanish, and Mandarin Chinese. We are proud to offer a variety of opportunities in art for our students as well. Our programs include band, orchestra, drawing and painting, ceramics, and sculpture. In fact, a recent painting completed by several of our students is part of the permanent collection at the Nearman Museum. We encourage our students to excel not only in the classroom, but also in extracurricular activities. We believe activities and clubs are an important part of student life and help reveal a student's commitment to making a meaningful contribution beyond their schoolwork. 7th and 8th grade students have access to a full range of athletics throughout the school year, including volleyball, soccer, wrestling, track and field, swim, basketball, flag football, cheerleading, and dance. We also offer a variety of clubs and activities, including student council, yearbook, debate, poetry cafe, Latinx, photography, international club, kindness hearts, and much more. At Lincoln, we go beyond high academic achievements. We are also nurturing extremely capable, creative, and ethical leaders who leave our school ready to positively change the world. Thank you for taking this tour with us.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed your tour. If you would like more information or would like to schedule an individual tour in person, please contact the school office at 418-1500. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Harold Holiday Montessori School. I am Principal Bass Barlow and I have the privilege of leading this fine public Montessori school. Holiday is an association of Montessori International School. As a member school, we adhere to rich Montessori principles and practices. Our teachers are Montessori trained, our assistants have Montessori certifications, and our students have uninterrupted work cycles. In their prepared environments, children have a freedom of choice where they develop order, repetition, and concentration. Here at Holiday, we serve children ages 3 to 12 in grades pre-K through 6th grade.
Welcome to the Children's House. In this environment, we have a mixed age group of children from the ages of 3 to 6. The prepared environment and the adult offer the children opportunities to reach their full potential.
In the Children's House environment, we focus on practical life, sensorial, math, language, and cultural activities. These activities are all developmentally appropriate for our children.
Welcome to Lower Elementary, where we educate students ages 6 through 9.
Here, we foster personal responsibility, independence, collaboration, critical thinking, as well as problem solving.
Upper elementary, where we serve students grades 4 through 6 or ages 9 through 12. Students build on core values and lessons that they've learned previous years while becoming school leaders.
We partner with the Heartland Chamber of Music to offer String Sprouts. This program teaches our students instrumental music starting at the age of 3.
We work with our community partners to build leadership skills in real-world environments. One example of this is our composting initiative with KC Can Compost.
For visiting Holiday Montessori School. If you'd like more information about our fine Montessori program, please call 816-418-1950 and we'll schedule a one-on-one tour with you. We look forward to sharing with you more about the great things that are happening here at Harold Holiday Montessori School.
We're happy to have you visit our family here at Northeast Middle School. My name is Principal Schriever, and I am the principal here at Northeast Middle School. We serve students in the 7th and 8th grade in the historic Northeast neighborhood in Kansas City.
Welcome to Northeast Middle, the home of the mighty Titans.
Welcome to Northeast Middle. Transitioning to middle school is exciting, but it can also be scary. But that's what we're here for. I teach students success skills, a class where students get in touch with their emotions and learn how to stay on task in their courses.
Hello, my name is Mirna Naya. I am the parent liaison at Northeast Middle School. I communicate with parents, legal guardians regarding school information, events, school advisory committee, and more. I love interacting with students' families every day.
Hello and welcome. My name is Christine Dismay, and I teach geography and economics here at Northeast Middle School. We have a safe and nurturing environment in our classrooms. Your student will enjoy learning here.
Hi, I'm Laura Culp. I'm an 8th grade math teacher. Welcome to 8th grade. We offer advanced courses in all core subjects. Learning here is fun and rigorous because we care about our students and their academic experience. Northeast Middle School students are successful and prepared for high school.
AVID, which stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, is a college and career readiness program. Students develop the skills they need to be successful in college starting in middle school. Most students continue their AVID course throughout high school with the same group of peers.
Hi, I'm Mr. Fleming, and I teach PE and health at Northeast Middle School, and we have a wide range of electives including choir, band, orchestra, visual arts, creative writing, and much more.
Hello,
My name is Kenneth Moore, and I teach 7th, 8th grade choir. Our goal is to ensure our students get the very best academic opportunities. Our students maintain a well-rounded experience.
Northeast Middle School is truly a diverse environment. We have scholars from all over the world, and we have as many as 30 languages spoken in our building at any given time. To celebrate the diversity in our building, we host an international festival so our scholars can get a true taste of the world.
Hi, I'm Ben Jonte. I'm the art teacher at Northeast Middle School. Project Lead the Way, one of our electives, provides our students with hands-on, real-world learning. This will give them experience in growing industries like computer science, design, and robotics.
Hello, I'm Ms. Shepherd, and I'm the athletic director here at Northeast Middle School. Here at Northeast Middle School, we offer variety sports for boys and girls, including basketball, track and field, soccer, wrestling, swimming, cross country, flag football, cheerleading, and volleyball.
Thank you for taking the time to visit with us today here at Northeast Middle School. To learn more about our campus or to request a personal tour, please call 816-418-3400. We look forward to sharing with you more of the exciting things occurring at Northeast Middle School.